feels damn good to be in the final two. I'm not gonna lie to you. Of course, going into this game, that's always a goal to get as far as you can. And right now, it just feels great. I'm shocked actually to get this far. Because at the beginning, I didn't think I'd make it to the merge.
It feels pretty good to get this far into the game. I've been having lots of fun ever since I started, but now it's even better knowing that, you know, the worst I can do is get second place, and the best I can do is win.
I think I've played the game fairly well and gotten my share of luck. So I think I deserve to be here in a way. Yeah, I deserve to be here.
When I first got accepted into this game, I had imagined winning, and after 14 weeks, it's now a possibility, which is kind of surprising. I thought I'd have like qualities to win. The qualities I thought that it would take to win would be just being able to win immunity, which I've done 3 times, and just being like an all-around good survivor, I guess.
Voting Emily off at Tribal Council definitely sucked since we had been in it since the beginning, and I knew I had to come down to it was going to be a tough decision either way, but I ended up voting her off simply because I think I had a better chance against Wade in the finals, and because me and Wade have pretty much been in it together since the beginning.
I was pretty confident that Gabo would pick me to go into the top 2 for 2 reasons. The first reason was because, I think we've had an alliance, and even if we didn't have an alliance, picking me was probably the smarter choice because me and Gabo have lied to people throughout the game going into this thing.
I think myself and Wade have grown more enemies as the game has gone along.
So if you had chosen Emily, then I think everyone on the jury would vote for Emily to win, because I'm sure people would prefer Emily over Gabo since Emily hasn't really had to talk to anyone. It's been me and Gabo. So going to the final with me would be a better opportunity. You have a better chance to win than going into the final with Emily.
We said it was going to be us 2 in the final ever since the beginning, so I think that was definitely a factor, and I couldn't go against him on that, and I don't think he would have done the same either.
Hey Ryan, hey Mike.
What's up, Jack?
Today you will participate in your final rite of passage. This is a chance for you guys to reflect upon what it's taken for you to get to week 15. You will follow a trail of staffs representing your fellow survivors. This is a chance for you to reflect on the impact they've had on your life and the impact you've had on theirs. During this time, you should think about what you guys need to do to get through the final week. This moment is for you. You guys can go ahead.
Boots.
Yeah.
Slippery boots.
Yeah.
I think the members of the jury would vote for me because throughout the game, I think I've played it fairly, and I've told people most of the truth. I know I haven't done it the whole time, but towards the end, I've really started to play fairly, and I don't think I've hid anything from a person, and I've never lied to a person's face yet, or at least I don't think. Who knows? But anyway, I think. Oh God.
I think it would be pretty difficult to convince people to vote for me at this point. If I think they've all probably made up their minds.
I think they vote for me, especially overweight, because I think he's kind of been deceptive throughout this game and has lied to people's faces and hasn't really played the game as fair as I have, I think.
Tribal council thing?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but
Yeah, I think you're gonna win.
I don't know. I've lied to lots of people's faces. I think that could be my downfall, you know? I don't know. I think you have a good shot. People like you. You're a funny man.
Try. I think the jury members would vote for Ryan because going into this game, I think he knew a lot of the people on the jury. I definitely know Rochelle knew him well and was friends with him. And me and Ryan have already said that she's a lock vote for him. So I think he's just knowing a lot more people going into the game. I also think a lot of people don't know that they've been lied to by Ryan. And I think they still think he's a good guy, which he is, but I think they just don't know the whole story.
I don't know. I think I might have, the only person I'm pretty sure about is possibly Michelle.
Yeah.
But besides that, I think everything else is up in the air. Is that water? Hey, you got it on your favorite video.
Fuck, wizard. I'm
Does
glad
that
we
have
brought
a-
the wizard along too.
I'm honestly not sure who's going to win tonight. I think I might have Rochelle's vote. But besides that, I'm pretty clueless to who everyone else is going to vote for. Rochelle might not even vote for me, so. So who, do you think anyone's going to vote for you specifically?
No.
Really?
I'm pretty confident no one will.
You don't think you have Brian's vote or Matt's vote?
No, I think they're actually gonna vote for you.
Really?
Because
don't
I
so.
think Matt voted for me one of the times.
Oh, I think he voted for me once too. Oh no, that was Liz.
Yeah, Liz.
That was Liz.
And I think the questions are going to be pretty deep, and they may even attack me, and I'll be like, sometimes, oh shit, I don't want to answer that. Oh shit. I don't know. I think I'm going to answer the questions truthfully.
I'm looking forward to hearing everyone's questions. I can imagine that some will be like, you know, do you have any morals? Or I hate you, even though that's not really a question. But I don't know. I'll have fun answering and feeling their questions. Some will probably be pretty hard to answer.
I mean, there's definitely a want to suck up to the jury members and kind of say what they want to hear. But I think if I do that, I won't be telling the truth altogether. So I'm just gonna go in there telling the truth and trying to make myself look as good as I can without lying and just telling them the truth and exactly how I feel. And I think in the end that'll help my chances.
Hey, this is very important on the
Fucking
island, I'll tell you that much.
Old man hands, good thing we brought this along.
Oh, is that your band?
Yeah,
Oh, sweet. I heard you guys rock.
yeah, we're pretty good. We're
Right.
new,
Oh, cool.
but I mean, we're starting off. We're a good band.
Nice, nice.
Old man hands,
Oh, alright.
good thing we brought this.
Alright.
All right.
I've definitely had a great time. Part of that is because I've gotten so far, but also because I've met a lot of people. I think a few people hate me now since I voted them off, but I don't know, it's just been great. I don't do as much schoolwork anymore, but I think Survivor is much more important than school and make Shima things. I don't know, just a great time. It was fun. I mean, I've always liked competing. I've always liked winning, so definitely this has been a great time, great experience. I think the thing that has gotten me this far to the end is my determination to win. I don't know, from the start, I've wanted to win, and even when I thought we were down and out when we were in the merge, I was still set on winning, and I've never given up, and I think that's what got me here. I think in the challenges, I've never given up, which definitely helped me this last time. winning and just staying up there as long as I could. And I think determination in general has got me where I've won and never giving up. Always fight until the last round.
Wait, you packed up?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Here you go.
Yeah.
After you.
Thank you.
Well, tonight's the last tribal council. It's between Mike Gabbo and Ryan Wade, and it's a very difficult situation because they're two great guys. I really like them both. We've become friends, and the big dilemma for me is to decide who I'm going to vote for. I mean, I'm trying to decide who played this game the best, like who deceived, who lied, who got people to work for him, and it's a hard decision. Because on one hand, Ryan, he obviously played this game very well. He's lied to a lot of people. He's got people to work for him. Except I don't know if that's the best way of playing the game. Mike Gabbo, he seems likable, and he hasn't done anything to piss people off. And I don't know if that's a better way of playing the game. I don't know. Those two guys are great. Can't be any better people up there in the final two. And they played this game good. So tonight's, it's still up for grabs. I think I'll decide after I ask my question.
I've been on the jury the longest out of anyone. I was the first one on the jury, so I've kind of been a little separated from the game, but at the same time, I've been able to look at it objectively and just kind of observe, what it takes to succeed in the game. A lot of it's skill, but also a lot of it is just the relationships that you make and how much you can trust one another. I'm really excited about asking my question tonight. It's going to be a little challenging for them to answer, I think, and answer kind of seriously too, because they don't just have to talk about people that they like, but also people that they don't like as much. So it'll be interesting to hear what they have to say, and maybe what they have to say will sway my vote tonight.
I had a really good time, and I hope that tonight people can walk away enjoying themselves and not have any hard feelings, and that whoever wins, and whoever doesn't win just can take it and walk away and still be friends with everyone. I would vote for Ryan because he seemed really strong at the challenges. He was very confident, did what he needed to do, and he came out on top, and I give him a lot of credit for that because the challenges were pretty hard. I vote for Gabbo because he's really funny and I get along well with him. I get along well with Ryan too, but I think Gabbo kind of was like the underdog. He always thought that he was going to be voted off at each tribal council, and then he made it so far. So I think that was pretty cool that the underdog made it. I want to not like Ryan and Gabbo for lying to me, but I lied to so many more people. It's not even an excuse. So I think that Ryan took a lot of the rap of the lying, even though Gabbo went along, because Gabbo and Ryan voted the same way every single tribal council. So I think that a lot of people believe Ryan was the one who was deceiving everyone, but Gabbo was backing him up. So they're pretty much neck to neck right now.
I have to say that I think Wade and Gabbo played a really good game to make it to the final. I think some of their tactics at times might have gone a little too far when they were lying and manipulating, but I don't take anything personally in this game. I understand that it's all part of strategy and trying to win. So I think they did what they had to do to win. But I think for anyone to get to the final, I think you need a lot of luck and just being in the right place at the right time and things to go to your way. And I think all it would have taken was a couple small changes for any one of the last 9 or 10 to really be in the finals. But again, saying that, I give them a lot of credit, and I think they deserve it.
I don't know. I'm
not sure how it's going to end up, and I don't know how I'm going to vote either. I think I'm going to base a lot of it on their answers to our questions. I think for Ryan, he deserves a lot more credit than he might get because he took a lot of crap for us. And Mike, he was kind of a nice guy, but he was right in with planning and lying too, so I'm going to go in there a little disappointed because I'm going to wish I was up there being so close. But I am happy for both of them, and in their own ways, they both deserve to be there too.
I came into Survivor not really knowing what to expect, but after a few weeks I was so into the game, a little too into the game at sometimes, but it was so much fun. I met so many cool people. With regards to tonight, I'm a little bummed that there are no San Buran members in the final two, so that's really going to make it tough to decide who to vote for since there's 2 Buran members, both of whom lied to me, and both of whom are they're just the nicest, funniest guys, so it's going to be a really tough decision tonight. I'm going into Tribal Council tonight knowing that both of these guys lied to me, and I'm really interested to know what they have to say about my question.
I don't know where my vote's going. I don't know who's getting it. I don't know who I want. These 2 guys are 2 of my good friends, and they both stabbed me in the back and lied straight to my face. I guess that's part of the game, but I have an interesting question for them tonight. It depends how they answer it, how I'm going to vote. If it's anybody else, my vote would be simple to be able to make it in like a second. But I had no idea to choose between the 2 of them, so it depends how eloquent they are in their answer tonight. And it all depends on that.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Yeah.
Ready to bring in the jury? Welcome, Mike, Brian, welcome, Jerry, to our last Tribal Council. Tonight, there are 2 very significant differences from any other Tribal Council. First one is, you 2 won't vote. Only the jury votes. The other big difference is, tonight, you want to see your name on that piece of paper. Tonight, the jury is not going to vote against someone, they're going to vote for the winner. To get started, we're going to give the both of you a chance to address the jury, speak your case. Why should the 7 that you've already voted out turn around and vote for you? Mike, we'll start with you.
Alright, jury. I'm not gonna say that I'm better than any of you. I don't necessarily think I should be here in front of any of you, but I think throughout the game, I've had some lucky breaks, and I think that's the reason I'm up here, along with my determination, and I haven't given up throughout the game, and I think that's why I'm here, and I hope you vote the way you feel, just how people have played the game and how they've done. Just hope it will.
All right, Ryan.
What's up, Jerry? I've had a fun time playing the game with all of you. I don't think I'll be able to convince you to vote for me. I don't think I should. I think most of you probably already know who you're voting for. I'm sorry I've had to lie to you guys. It kind of sucked, but I just justify it as part of the game. So I just want to say thanks for having a good time with me. I hope you guys had a good time. And I think you guys know who you're voting for. I'm sure you have reasons for that. So moving on.
Okay, jury. Now you guys are going to have a chance to address the final 2. Here's how it's going to work. One by one, you're going to stand up. You can ask a question and or make a statement. When you're done, have a seat, and we'll move on to the next jury member. Rochelle, start us off.
Hey guys, how are you?
Very good, thanks.
See you in a while. As both of you were kind of saying, lying is definitely part of the game. Everyone has lied. Everyone on the jury and both of you, some better than others. But I was just wondering, which lie you guys feel worst about and why?
I'd say the lie that I regret the most is maybe telling Elizabeth that we would all be in the Final Four together. I think she really trusted us, and I don't know, it was just tough to vote her off and tough to tell her that at the time, even knowing that it wasn't, or it could be a possibility, but probably wasn't going to happen. So that was by far the toughest for me.
Toughest for me was when Kelly came to my door. I looked at the people, I knew it was Kelly, I knew she was going to ask me. That night we were voting her off, and I went to the people, I paused for probably about 15 seconds before I opened the door. I thought maybe I'd pretend I wasn't in the room, but I eventually opened the door and had to lie to her face, which really sucked. Yeah, she wasn't expecting it, which always sucks.
All right, Ed.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
I have a comment and a question. My comment is that it's pretty obvious that you both played the game very differently. It's you, Ryan. You said that you had to lie a lot to get yourself to where you are right now, and Mike, you kind of just played the game, just day by day and how you liked it. And somehow you're both here. And my question is, which way do you think is the best way of playing the game? To lie to people, or kind of just to be under the radar and just, I guess, hitch the ride to the final two?
I hate lying. But like you said, I'm here, and it's just a game. I think lying was very necessary to get to this point. I think everyone had to lie, especially the top 10 or so, or the top 5 did lie. I don't think the strategy of just tagging along would work if you wanted to win the game. I don't think Mike tagged along. I don't think Emily. I don't think the other people that made it to almost down to the end just tagged along. Everyone had to lie and use deception to get to where they are. I feel bad doing it, but it's just a game, and I'm in the top 2 now, so I guess it did work for me.
I would say that hitching a ride is definitely a good idea, since at the beginning you don't want to expose yourself too much as a threat or anything. But I think as the game goes along, you kind of have to break off of that and not hide under the radar and kind of be your own person. And lying is definitely part of the game, but I don't think it necessarily gets you to the top.
Thanks.
Brian, you're up.
Hey Mike, hey Ryan. I want to make a little comment first, then I'm going to ask you a question. My comment is, over the period of the game, you see how everyone interacts and how everyone handles each challenge and each task. And sometimes people impress you with their behavior and their accomplishments, and sometimes they kind of let you down. So my question is, name 2 people that you gained a lot of respect from observing what they did and their accomplishments, and name 2 people that you lost respect from how they played the game.
Brian.
Is this for the merge, including for the merge, or
other people in the jury?
Oh, just people in the jury. I gained respect from Matt and Ed. I didn't really know them too well before Survivor, and I just thought the way they both won immunity at one point. I thought they played the game well. They both made it to the later rounds, and they were just fun to be with on the same team. I don't think I really lost respect for anyone. I think everyone was just having fun for the most part. It's not like anyone ever did anything stupid for me to like lose their respect. And everyone's been good sports about, after getting voted off, no one takes this too harshly, which is always great in terms of friendship, So.
I think I gained the most respect for both Brian and Matt. I didn't know you guys coming in the game, and you guys were on the other tribe. I didn't really know you, but since we merged, I think you guys have both made the tribal councils and challenges a lot more fun with your humor. And I think things that done differently, I think you two would both be where I am today, just because I think you had a good strategy and were playing the game right. And as well with Wade, I don't have any problems with it. I think all of us play the game really well. I think it's just happy to go other people's ways.
Alright, I want to congratulate you guys for being where you are today. It took a lot of time, a lot of hard work. I have a question for you. There's a tree in the middle of the jungle. No one is around to hear it. When it falls, does it make a sound? No, I'm just kidding. Alright. A couple weeks ago, we had a task, and it was more fun and games, getting to know each other a little bit better. And I got this question in our task, and I thought it'd be interesting to see what you guys thought about this. Pimp play a game called Marry, Make Love, Burn. And the three girls that are sitting on the jury right now, who would you marry, who would you make love to, and who would you burn?
Mike, you're up. Fantastic. I love this question. I think I would marry Kelly. I'd make sweet passion love to Em, and I would burn Michelle.
Alright, I guess I'd marry Emily, make passionate love to Rochelle, and burn Kelly.
Thanks. Good luck.
Thanks for the question.
Oh, I didn't have to be passionate.
Em, you're up.
Hello, boys. I want to say, I'm really proud of you guys. Like, I can't believe we made it as far as we did. I know from the beginning we stuck together and made things happen. And well, everyone wishes they were sitting where you are, and I do especially because I was down there with you. So I was just wondering, for my question, of the three of us who took our alliance to the end, besides the 50-50 shot from immunity, why am I not sitting there and you two are?
I think probably one of the reasons why you might not be here is because if it was me and you sitting here, I think everyone would probably vote for you since I don't think you did as much line in people's faces. And then if it was you and Gabo, I'm sure you'd get all the votes too. Gabo's lied to people, and people don't really like Gabo. He's not a nice person. But you aren't.
Being that I did immunity and I did have to vote you out, I think the reason I voted you out was you were somewhat of a threat. I think you've played the game very well, and you've done all the right moves. You've kind of stayed below the rate, but also played the game. And I think in the end, you were a huge threat. And I think myself and Wade close throughout the year. And I think it was a tough decision, but it just felt right at the time.
Thank you.
Matt.
Congratulations, guys. Just want to say that respect what both of you did, even though didn't always like the lying or wasn't happy about it all the time. I think you guys played the game. I don't think anyone can be, offended by that. All right, my question is, and you can't give a reason to this, but if five of us on the jury could be given the $150, two you wouldn't give it to.
say Rochelle and Brian.
Brian.
I'd say Liz and you, Matt.
There's my vote. All right.
Okay, Kelly.
Hi guys, haven't seen you in a while. Haven't been on the island in a long time. But my question was, I see that like everybody had some flaws, and I had reasons for voting off everyone I did. And there's a lot of deception and a lot of, how do you put it, stabbing in the back. I just want to know why you decided to vote me off, and what were your reasons and things behind that and behind the lying.
Mike.
When we voted you off, it was definitely a tough decision, but I think as far as our alliance went, you were kind of on the outskirts of the alliance. You weren't really necessarily with us all the time, and I think that way us four kind of bonded more. And I think since Matt won immunity, you were the obvious choice.
I kind of feel the same way. Our alliance. I didn't think that you were as connected with us in our alliance as the other people. And when Matt won immunity, that to vote you off. I thought for the most part, like you were able to kind of tag along, and then like we were. I don't know. It was just for us to get here. We had an opportunity to vote you off, and that was the right decision at the time, I think.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, jury, you have a big decision to make. You're about to reward someone with $150 and the title of Survivor. I'll give you a minute to think about that. Okay, jury, it's time to vote. And just to remind you, tonight you're not voting against somebody, you're voting for the winner, the person you feel most deserving of the money and the title. All right, it's time to vote. Emily, you're up first.
Well, it was a tough call. My vote is for Ryan. He was kind of the scapegoat of our alliance, and he had to really stare the people in the faces with the lies, and I think he deserves some credit for that. And also, this is my only way to get back at Gabble for voting me out.
You were just a pleasure to be with. You know, you were funny, and you just made all the challenges, all the tasks, and just living on this shitty island, you know, enjoyable. So, good luck.
I'm voting for Mike because while he answered the questions, I think he put a little bit more effort into them and thought about them a little bit more carefully than Ryan. I think he was a little bit more genuine. And when I went into tribal council, I was sitting on the fence, but I decided Mike just because of the way he answered all the questions.
After listening tonight, I don't know, they both have their faults, but I think they both played the game very well, and they both deserve to win, so either way, they can't go wrong.
It was definitely a really tough decision to make tonight because the two guys, they are pretty much even in everything. But what's making me vote for Ryan tonight rather than Mike might have made other people vote for Mike rather than Ryan. But Ryan did most of the dirty work, which is a little risky, but it got him to the final two. And I think that, I guess I respect that he just decided to do the dirty work, lie to everyone, but it was a good strategy in his case, and it got him pretty far. He played the game well.
I'm voting for Gabo. I don't care what kind of game this is, but lying straight to someone's face, I don't tolerate that. I think that's a horrible thing to do. No matter where you are, who you're playing with, no matter what. I think Gabo played the game really well, and he was a good person about it, and he did everything the best he could. He really wanted to win this, and he did it for all the right reasons, and he was a good person about it. So, that's why I'm voting for you. Sorry, Ryan.
I'll go tally the votes. Mike, Ryan, Jerry, 15 weeks is a long time. 15 weeks out here on the Newton campus in what is, without question, one of the most physically demanding and mentally challenging environments. Let's read the votes. Mike. Ryan. One vote Mike, one vote Ryan. Mike. That's 2 votes Mike, 1 vote Ryan. Ryan. Mike. That's 3 votes Mike. Just need 1 more. And the winner of Survivor Newton Campus, Mike. Yeah!
Congratulations, Mike. Good job, Ryan.
Thank you. Good job. Thanks.
Oh, shut up, you guys are all winners in my book. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you.